Welcome to my channel Class Winner by Shri Shyam Books, All India #1 skill books publisher. Welcome to the Explainer. Today we are cracking the code on a skill that can literally make or break your career and your relationships. Communication. I mean, have you ever felt totally misunderstood or like your message just vanished into thin air? Well, by understanding the simple blueprint behind every single interaction, you can change all of that for good. So here's how we are going to tackle this. First, we'll lay out the core blueprint of any communication. Then we'll dive into the different methods you can use and why the feedback loop is so critical. We'll also pinpoint those common barriers that mess up our messages and, of course, learn how to smash right through them. And we'll wrap it all up by focusing on how to make your writing truly powerful. Ready? Let's get into it. Okay, let's start at the very beginning with the fundamentals. You know, it might actually surprise you, but every single text, every speech, even a simple head nod, they all use the exact same 6-part blueprint. And once you can see these parts, you can start to intentionally make each one better. And really, it's a pretty simple cycle when you break it down. It all starts with the sender, that's you, who comes up with a message. You then pick a medium, like talking or sending an email. That message reaches a receiver, who then interprets it and gives some kind of feedback. And this whole thing, this entire loop, happens inside a specific context. That's just the situation around you that shapes how everything is understood. Okay, so we've got the blueprint down. Now let's talk about the tools in your toolkit. We've basically got 4 main ways to send our message. And honestly, choosing the right one for the job is a massive skill in itself. So let's look at the classic dilemma. Should I say it, or should I write it? Talking, verbal communication, is all about speed and that personal connection. You get instant feedback. But the big catch? There's no record. Writing, on the other hand, gives you that permanent paper trail. And you can send it to tons of people. But you completely lose that immediate back and forth and all those important nonverbal cues. Now, beyond just words, we have 2 other incredibly powerful channels. Nonverbal cues, we are talking body language, facial expressions, they are absolute masters at conveying emotion. At the same time, visuals, like a good chart or graph, are amazing for making complex ideas stick in someone's brain. But here's the shared danger zone for both. Misinterpretation. A simple thumbs up means different things around the world. And a confusing chart can do more harm than good. So here's the bottom line. Your body is always talking. Always. Standing tall, making eye contact, using open gestures, that all screams confidence and I'm listening. But on the flip side, if you're slouching, crossing your arms, or fidgeting, you might be sending signals like, I'm bored, I'm defensive, or I'm nervous. And that can totally undermine everything you're trying to say. Alright, you've crafted your message, you've sent it. But how do you know if it actually landed the way you wanted it to? This is where the most important, and let's be honest, the most ignored element comes in. We are talking about feedback. This is what turns a monologue into an actual conversation. You can think of feedback as the return signal. It can be super obvious, like someone saying, "Yep, I get it," or it can be nonverbal, like a nod, or even a confused look on their face. Without feedback, you're basically just talking into the void. It's the tool that completes the circuit and makes it a real two-way street. But look, not all feedback is created equal. The really good stuff, the useful stuff, has a few key ingredients. It's got to be specific and timely. It should be constructive, focused on what can be improved, not just pointing out flaws. And maybe most importantly, it has to be actionable. It should give the person a clear idea of what to do next. It's not about judging, it's about helping them get better. Even when you have a perfectly crafted message and you're looking for feedback, things can still go so wrong. Communication is, well, it's fragile. So now let's look at the common roadblocks that can block, twist, or just completely derail our messages. No, seriously, just take a second and think about it. The last time a conversation went off the rails or an email was totally misunderstood, what was the real problem? What was the culprit that caused the miscommunication? The truth is, these obstacles are everywhere. It could be something physical, right? Like a super noisy room or a terrible Wi-Fi connection. Or it could be something internal. Emotional barriers like anger or anxiety, cultural differences in how we express things, or just plain old information overload can create this static that just makes it impossible for the message to get through clearly. So what's the solution? Well, this shows us how we can fight back. Overcoming these barriers isn't about talking louder, it's about communicating smarter. That means active listening, like really hearing what the other person is saying. It means using simpler language and cutting out the jargon. It means asking for feedback and trying to be empathetic to where the other person is coming from. Okay, for our final section, let's zoom in on a method where clarity is absolutely king and there are no second chances: effective writing. I mean, we live in a world of emails, reports, and instant messages. Getting this right isn't just nice, it's non-negotiable. So to make sure your written, and hey, even your spoken messages really hit the mark every single time, there's this amazing framework you can use. It's called the 7 C's of communication, and you can think of it as your ultimate checklist for getting it right. Now, what's so cool about these is how they all work together to build a message that's basically bulletproof. It has to be clear and concise. It should be concrete, filled with facts, not just vague ideas. It needs to be correct, both in facts and grammar. The points have to be coherent, flowing logically, and it should always be written with consideration and courtesy for your reader. Nail these, and your message will be incredibly powerful. And hey, let's not forget the nuts and bolts. Punctuation is not just about some boring grammar rules you learned in school, no way. It's a powerful tool for controlling the rhythm and the meaning of your writing. A comma gives you a little pause, a semicolon connects to closely related ideas, and a period brings a thought to a nice firm stop. Using them the right way makes sure your reader gets your meaning exactly as you intended. So as we wrap up, I want you to think about this. You don't have to fix everything at once. Just picking one of these 7 C's to really focus on, like, say, making every email you send this week more concise, or making sure every report is perfectly clear, that one small change can dramatically boost the impact of your communication, starting right now. So, what's it gonna be?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.